dancing. I got to a point of like defining what like intimacy is for me. Then did I like have a very wonderful experience.
So the one and only question that everyone wants to know about: your first time.
Your first, ooh.
Your first time drinking alcohol. Hello honeys, welcome back to my channel. I am sitting with the beautiful Sipho from Sipho Ditibane on YouTube. If you know her, girl, I'm pretty sure you know her. And I absolutely love her. We decided to collaborate. We've got a video on her channel and I've just put her on the spot and decided to actually just do a video right now. Questions.
Surprise, surprise.
Surprise. Our first time. So there are a couple of questions. I really love my IG audience. I love my YouTube audience too. But they were so kind. They're actually so nice. Not everything was spicy. Of course, there'll be like 1 or 2 people, but it's all good. I am super excited for this video. If you do enjoy it, you know what to do. Give it a massive thumbs up. Comment down below and let me know when your first time was, whichever question you choose to answer. Let us know in the comment section. And of course, do subscribe to both our channels. I will link Sipho's channel right in the description box. Don't forget to subscribe to both our channels if you haven't already. Love you guys so much. Let's get into this.
Hey there, it's yolzchannel.
How did you get your first period?
Yo, my first period. So I was a tomboy, like so we were riding bikes, and then it was just a normal day, and then I went home to pee. Like I took a break. I'm like, James, I'll be back. You know, I was a boy myself. My best friend put me up like shine around. I'll be back. And then when I got home, I'm like,
no.
I actually never came back. And back then we didn't even have like cell phones for me to say, hey guys,
So I did you explain yourself the following day or?
I think I just ignored them for a couple of days. And actually I had watched like a video. I think it was that video where those kids are best friends, and I think she got her period and like didn't like talk to her best friend for like days, and I was me with my best friend. I just didn't want to play with him.
OMG.
So yeah, like my mom, then I told my mom. She came back from work. Then she took me to my grandmother, and I was just so annoyed by that part. But hey, anyway.
So why must we announce it? Why is it a public service announcement?
But yeah, that's how I got my first.
It is a thing. I got mine in grade 7. I got it at school during, well, it was probably during a class, and then I saw it during break. Thankfully, it was almost break time. I did feel funny first. I was like, what is going on? And boom, it was my period. I actually told my friends, and they helped me with my first pad. And I kept it on the whole day until mom was back home. And she was also just like, quick, okay, cool. These are the ones you need for the rest of the week. Obviously, you don't know how long it's going to be because it's the first time. So yeah, it was that. But I always feel like your first period, I wish I could change the narrative. It should not really be something that, yes, everyone celebrates first. But rather, you need to feel, because I don't think I felt as proud. And I think that's where period shame comes in, because we still made to feel shy about it.
Yeah, I feel like my experience was also kind of the same. Like I was made to feel weird about it because now my grandmother was speaking about pregnancy.
How did we get here? How did we get here? No.
Yeah.
Oh, first time moving in with your husband as newlyweds. I don't actually like. I don't have a distinct memory of like the day, but I definitely know moving in was a little bit of an adjustment of how we do things. You know, who's gonna cook tonight? What's gonna happen to the laundry now? Oh damn! And now, like, do we have to announce what I'm going to the shower?
I'll be back.
Are we both going to bed? Like, you know, but I don't think it was awkward. I feel like you just ease into it. How was it for you?
We spent a lot of time with each other. He had his own place when I was in varsity, so he was already staying alone. So I feel like that it was a little bit much easier because of that. But like what I remember is just the amount of gifts that we had.
Oh my goodness! I didn't think of that. We had two bedroom apartment when we moved in. Yeah. So we literally chucked everything in there.
We had a 1 bed.
So what?
And like everything, and like Kakleho's cousin, my husband's cousin, like was nice enough to actually like pack everything for us. So by the end of we actually left the wedding. We're so tired. Like we left people there dancing, and then we went home. We went home and when we got there, they were like, just you. I think for like 3 days, we're just like
skipping over
things.
the
So that was our
time.
living in.
Hectic. Your first time drinking alcohol or tasting alcohol?
My first time drinking alcohol was actually with my cousins, my older cousin.
How old were you?
I was in grade. I was not of age.
It's not to be mentioned. You just went grade.
I'm like, I was in grade 10, grade 10 or 11. I was in grade 11. I was 17. And we went there, and I went to Naisna. My aunt is actually from Naisna, so I was also meeting my cousins from the first time, and they actually let me have my first drink.
Your cousins were nice too.
Yeah. No, my cousins were chill.
They
They just let me have my first drink, and it was, my mom was actually there in some way, and they actually thought that we drank and we were fine. Like, I just had my first, but I didn't say that to my mom, but I did have my first drink with my cousin.
Interesting. How did it taste?
It was Long Island. I was just like, what is this? Maybe they should have gotten something a bit sweet and cute for me.
Yeah,
but they
start
got me
over.
straight to Long Island, I think. But it was my cousin that was having that, because they were in varsity, and then when I was like, oh no. Sorry, thank you.
So for me, it was basically behind the buildings there. My friends were gathering around. What is going on here? During school hours. In our school uniform, grade 10. And somebody had bought, I think, different 6-packs of Hunters. And
Where did they get them?
they were also smoking as well. So my first time, everything was actually on that day. Don't even ask. But I didn't like the taste. So I had a sip and I was like, no. And obviously, they were all like, no, go again. It must just settle on your tongue.
You must get used to it.
It did not settle. Shame, I hated it. And then the second time I had it was the night I met Yolz. I tried brutal fruit. And everyone was saying it's supposed to taste like juice. And I was like, but it doesn't taste like juice. Like, it's the juice of alcohol. I was like, I don't know. So that's when I made up my mind with alcohol. It's just,
It's not for you.
it just doesn't taste the same.
Yeah.
My first wine tasting was at a wine farm in 2015. I was so old.
Yeah. And how was that?
It was in front of colleagues, so I had to pull a face. Right, I was like, and I finished the whole glass because they were like, it's expensive. First time you met your in-laws. I think there should more be like a boyfriend's parents, because you definitely can't be meeting your in-laws after you wedded your man.
Yes, he actually took me there. They were so nice. It was a Sunday, and I actually liked what he did, because he did say that he's going to bring me. Actually, the aunt asked to see me. And then when we
So they knew about you.
Yeah, they did. And then he just said that, like, we coming. I like that, like, cause then I feel like if he said that I'm gonna bring you on Sunday, then I was gonna meet like everyone at one point, and I was gonna like overwhelm me. But I was there. It was a Sunday, and they had cooked the most delicious meal ever. They actually served for me and not my husband.
There's the kitchen.
Yeah, but it was very chilled. So the mom and we ate. Like, they actually gave the space. Like, they gave me the food, and then my sister-in-law was just like, this is the last time, like, I'm serving for you. Next time you just dish it for yourself. Yeah, it was chilled, very chilled. They were a very nice family.
So the first time I met Yolz's mom, it was so nice. She was just so welcoming, and his brother said, you make my brother happy. His brother was 12 at the time.
No, that's even like
Very, very sweet. So the one and only question that everyone wants to know about, your first time.
your first. Ooh.
Doing the deed.
Ooh, it wasn't the best of times for me, honestly. I just felt
So okay, that's the end of that.
No, it was a weird time. Yeah, I also think, like, when that was happening, I was thinking of everything that, like, everyone has said, like, friends.
You know, that's a spoiler.
Yeah,
that's actually a
it's just
spoiler.
like, they
Not
said that
being
it's
present.
painful, and I'm just there in my mind that, like, this one said it's like this one said it's like that. Yeah, no. I I think it's only when like I got to a point of like defining what like intimacy is for me, then did I like have a very wonderful experience.
I love
But
that.
the first time I just felt like with everyone I was just like thinking of their experiences and trying to like match them to mine, and it just did not work out. That's why I'm just like, ooh, I feel like I fell in.
It's just too scary to try.
Try it again.
I can agree. I can definitely relate. I was also in my head. I wasn't present. I was just like, could we redo that again? I don't think it was just. I was just not there. I was just. Man. How was your first day at your 9-to-5 job?
My friend was already working there.
Oh, nice. So you had somebody to actually
yes,
reach out
and she
to.
actually gave me the
Be
referral,
comfy.
and I don't want to lie, those actually they were very amazing people there. Like they were just very chilled company. She did say that like the environment is amazing, and I like from the moment that I was there, I think by like after lunch, like I had already known like people's names, were joking around. It was very nice. It's just that like at first I was obviously, if she was not there, because I feel like my friend, she's an introvert, but she does a better job in like combating that in like spaces where she's new, and she was already there for like a couple of months, so she was used to those people, so she gave me like a very nice introduction to that space.
Interesting. So for me, overwhelming. I had to smile a lot. I'm already a smiler, but yo, I remember going to the bathroom going, like, yo, you're meeting everyone. My boss was very flamboyant and he was very much that guy. Have you guys met Charles? Have you guys met Yolanda? Listen, that's the finance department. Let's go. And then you just like,
You just have to be there like,
and then they start asking you, it's like an interview again. So what did you study? What are you going to be doing here? Where do you see yourself at the bank? Then literally every chance I got to go to the bathroom and just be like, just compose yourself, and the next time you speak, say this better. Try and be concise. So I didn't enjoy my first day.
because it was a lot.
Exactly, yes. Talking about that, your first interview, what did you do? What was that like for you?
I got interviewed telephonically. How I actually got my first job was someone took me in, so they were hired by a company and then they took me in to help them with those brands.
Oh, lovely.
So that's actually how I got like in my, and that was my first introduction in the workspace. So I wasn't really like independent in that sense because I was covered by her. She interviewed me, and then the other time like where I got something like on my own, it was telephonically, and I felt that I killed the interview.
Yeah.
Over the phone, I was like, oh, I killed this.
My first real interview was also to the bank, private wealth, and I hyped myself up to the T. I had notes, I had printouts, I had Googled everything.
Was it personal?
Yes, and it was a panel. My first interview was actually a panel interview, and I watched YouTube videos on how to like handle panel interviews, scenario questions, because now that's where corporate is moving towards. They want to know how you can handle pressure in a group setting with examples. So I just puffed myself up, and then I also learned getting into a room as early as you can, if not in the room, just outside, just to prepare the atmosphere. So I did everything. I was ready. I killed it. I actually did.
Really?
By the time they were calling me, I was just like, how much is the package? First time in the club.
It was so nice, but the noise, like, you know what's funny about that club is like even now when we speak about it, my husband's just like, yo, I came back with a headache. It's too loud. But it was very nice. Our friends took us there, and they had like a friend that was showing me around. Like,
that's lovely.
yeah, it was very nice. Like that was actually my first club experience. It was. I enjoyed it, and we had like food, like bright meat. I had fun. I was like, I think I want to do that a little bit more often actually.
Girl, mine was the opposite. Long Street, Cape Town.
No.
I didn't know that toilets are shared. I was with my girls, and then we come in, they split, they're talking to this guy. So I felt alone. I saw people dancing on tables. I think it was Marvel's, the club. I ran away. In the middle of the night, I ran in town from Long Street to just opposite the Good Hope Center. That was where her res was, and I ran. I just ran, and thankfully there was somebody in her room. Her sister was still in her room. I knocked. I went to bed.
Were you overwhelmed?
I cried. Yeah. It was literally the opposite of you. It was just not my scene, and I understand that I'm not that person. I'm so extroverted, but that's the one place I felt like an introvert, and I just didn't understand how people are out there. And then you have to shout over each other. I'm so nice about this. Your first fake prophecy or questionable Christian behavior from anyone from the church. I have had.
I don't understand the question.
The first time somebody prophesied something and it was just off. Have you ever had that experience? I have, and it was a friend. Yo, should I even say this? She basically went sideways. She was like, the Lord just told me about the past. That's another thing. I was like, I don't know about prophecy. Is it not supposed to be about the future? And then she was like, you were mute as a child, mute and dumb, something like that, like deaf and mute. And your parents were telling you to always shut up. But I'm like, that's firstly the opposite. If I was mute, I don't know. It just didn't make sense. If you're saying I was mute, it means I wasn't speaking. How are they telling me to keep quiet? But anyway, and the Lord wants to release you of that. I need to pray over you to break that. I was just like, you know what I said to her? I was like, if somebody sat here and they didn't know Christ, they would walk away. Because this doesn't sound Christian. And I even said, we should never be so heavenly minded that we are of no earthly good. This doesn't serve me, it doesn't serve you. How am I ever going to move forward hearing this if I actually placed you as a place of authority? And I also said to her, the scary thing is, it's supposed to be a personal relationship. The God I know doesn't skin her. How the pastor? The only person who reminds us of our past is the devil. He will show and talk about the scars. Christ is focused on the present and really making us anew and afresh. And he's the advocate. So now you're telling me about the past that doesn't exist. Firstly, I'm the most extroverted person in my family. Now you want to tell me about mute and deaf. You were like, it just didn't align, and prophesying about the past.
No, I've never had
That's
that.
very odd. Oh, your first time waxing. Oh,
I've never waxed.
oh my gosh. Okay.
No, I have like a very, very low pain tolerance.
Clearly.
I just, no.
What?
Sorry, no. I used
Okay, we
to
need to
do
do that. Can I take you?
Yeah, I think we actually need to do that.
Okay, I'm gonna take her. My first time I cried, I screamed. Yeah, it was for Lozzie. That's the only reason, and I didn't know my why, which is probably why I cried, because no.
I've only gotten like the creams, but the wax, I have such a low pain tolerance. If
don't
you
like
cry,
that.
I am going to
Scream.
I'm going to perish.
The person in the next room laughed because they it's bad. Otherwise, that is it from us, honeys. Thank you so much for your questions. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you guys enjoyed. Do subscribe to both our channels and check out the video we did on Sipho's channel. I love you guys so much, and don't forget to subscribe to both our channels. Bye.